George Washington. Happiness and moral duty are inseparably connected. The foolish and wicked practice of profane cursing and swearing is a vice so mean and low that every person of sense and character detests and despises it. Liberty, when it begins to take root, is a plant of rapid growth. Let us with caution indulge the supposition that morality can be maintained without religion. Associate yourself with men of good quality if you esteem your own reputation, for 'tis better to be alone than in bad company. To be prepared for war is one of the most effective means of preserving peace. The administration of justice is the firmest pillar of government. It is better to offer no excuse than a bad one. Discipline is the soul of an army. It makes small numbers formidable, procures success to the weak, and esteem to all.
Truth will ultimately prevail where there are pains taken to bring it to light.
John Adams. Facts are stubborn things, and whatever may be our wishes, our inclinations, or the dictates of our passion, they cannot alter the state of facts and evidence. I must study politics and war that my sons may have liberty to study mathematics and philosophy. Liberty, once lost, is lost forever. Our Constitution was made only for a moral and religious people. It is wholly inadequate to the government of any other. Power always thinks it has a great soul and vast views beyond the comprehension of the weak. There are two types of education. One should teach us how to make a living, and the other how to live. Old minds are like old horses, you must exercise them if you wish to keep them in working order. I do not say that democracy has been more pernicious on the whole, and in the long run, than monarchy or aristocracy. Democracy has never been and never can be so durable as aristocracy or monarchy, but while it lasts, it is more bloody than either. In politics, the middle way is none at all. We have no government armed with power capable of contending with human passions unbridled by morality and religion. Thomas Jefferson. I have sworn upon the altar of God eternal hostility against every form of tyranny over the mind of man. The tree of liberty must be refreshed from time to time with the blood of patriots and tyrants. I cannot live without books. Honesty is the first chapter in the book of wisdom. I like the dreams of the future better than the history of the past. When angry, count to 10 before you speak, if very angry, 100. The price of freedom is eternal vigilance. The only security of all is in a free press. Educate and inform the whole mass of the people. They are the only sure reliance for the preservation of our liberty. In matters of style, swim with the current, in matters of principle, stand like a rock. James Madison. Knowledge will forever govern ignorance, and a people who mean to be their own governors, must arm themselves with the power which knowledge gives. If men were angels, no government would be necessary. The advancement and diffusion of knowledge is the only guardian of true liberty. The purpose of separation of church and state is to keep forever from these shores the ceaseless strife that has soaked the soil of Europe with blood for centuries. The means of defense against foreign danger historically have become the instruments of tyranny at home. The essence of government is power, and power, lodged as it must be in human hands, will ever be liable to abuse. The happy union of these states is a wonder, their constitution a miracle, their example the hope of liberty throughout the world. The circulation of confidence is better than the circulation of money. A well-regulated militia, composed of the body of the people, trained in arms, is the best most natural defense of a free country. The rights of persons, and the rights of property, are the objects, for the protection of which government was instituted. James Monroe. It is only when the people become ignorant and corrupt, when they degenerate into a populace, that they are incapable of exercising their sovereignty. Preparation for war is a constant stimulus to suspicion and ill will. The best form of government is that which is most likely to prevent the greatest sum of evil. It was by one union that we achieved our independence and liberties, and by it alone can they be maintained. National honor is the national property of the highest value. The principles and passions of men are always the same and lead to the same result, varying only according to the circumstances in which they are placed. Our relations with the other powers of Europe have experienced no essential change since the last session. To impose taxes when the public exigencies require them is an obligation of the most sacred character, especially with a free people. At no period of our political existence had we so much cause to felicitate ourselves at the prosperous and happy condition of our country. It is the knowledge that all men have weaknesses and that many have vices that makes government necessary.